mosquito. The first mosquito of spring. Dead. Okay. Well, welcome back to another week of the Guest Life. We are just about to take off for our second camping weekend of the season. And there's been an unexpected turn of events, an actually really exciting unexpected turn of events. I'll back up a bit just to set the scene. Last weekend, John and I were having another one of our Save the World conversations. And on the agenda was the issue of the garbage that's around the area that we like to camp and quad, off-road, etc. It's a mixture of campers not bringing out what they bring in, and then there are big loads of things out there that people obviously intentionally dumped as if it was a garbage site. So instead of complaining about it, we figured, well, why don't we give a day or maybe two and just try to get as much of it out as we can? And that's where everything takes a turn for the better. So we came back, I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday. I reached out to two different people, the manager at the La Ronge Regional Landfill and then a conservation officer. And I had a remarkable response. Both of them were super excited about this. They both seemed very passionate, and they spent hours out of their day writing emails, making phone calls, climbing up the ladders as far as they possibly could. And then the La Ronge manager suggested that I contact the lands manager for the Lac La Ronge Indian Band. I contacted him. Same thing, great positive response. He's going to try and help us out as quickly as possible. I wasn't expecting such a great positive response, especially because this particular area is just your plain old chunk of crown land. It doesn't really fall into anybody's jurisdiction. So I was kind of expecting that I was going to reach out to people and they were just going to kind of fluff me off, send me in different directions because, well, it's not my area, it's not my area, it's not my area. But both the people that I contacted were just more than helpful. But that all being said, I'm super excited for this weekend, if you can't tell. I can't wait to see where it takes us. I'll make sure that I include before and after pictures of each site that we clean up, and hopefully we get more done than we're even expecting. Wish us luck. Big garbage picking day tomorrow. So the little kids and I are up bright and early. Figured we might as well get started. It doesn't look so bad when you pull up to a spot with garbage, but half of it's been here so long it's buried under the earth. And then these little pieces of plastic just break into a billion pieces when you pick them up. But we'll do as best we can. We got a lot gathered just from around our campsite already. So this is the truckload that we got from the first spot that we picked up. Pile from the first couple locations we picked from. Just getting started. It's all this little tiny bits in the bush that make it feel pretty overwhelming. Get all scratched up digging in there to get it all out, but every little bit helps. Jeez.
Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt.
We haven't been able to get before and after pictures of every single site because a lot of things were just spread throughout the bush, but I got as much as I could.
I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Your life you've tried to be a good.
So we put in about an 8.5 hour day yesterday. The pile's right here behind me. We maybe covered like a 3 kilometer radius and got probably about half the stuff. So there's still quite a bit out there, but we did make a bit of a dent, I hope. Here's our big pile. Now we're just gonna have to figure out how to get out here and get it all back to town.
I know you've done your part. It's not fair.
Our dump site's looking a lot better. There's countless amounts of little teeny bits of garbage all in the bush here I picked up. This sad corner I haven't touched, but hopefully before we move back out to the cabin, I'll be able to give that corner some love. All this was just littered with garbage in here. At least we got it all into one big pile. Should make it easier to get out of here. It's super sad because, like I said, we may be covered a 3-kilometer radius, and this is just a really small portion of the land around here that is littered with campsites that are just filled with garbage, and the bush all along the way. But I hope this video kind of brings some light to the situation, and maybe we can get some help for this area. It's really risky getting onto soapboxes, especially on YouTube. And I acknowledge the fact that these things that I'm about to say are a heck of a lot easier said than done. And there's a reason all of these things are in place. But I think one of the big issues that are resulting in all of this has to do with landfill regulations. Now, I know landfills are governed by municipalities, so I know it's tricky when you're going over big expansive areas. There's 2 issues. One is that the landfill is only open during business hours. So if a person is busy on the weekends like we are, we're gone every single weekend, or these people are out here camping every single weekend, the only time you could bring things into the landfill is during business hours. So if you're working, it's pretty impossible. The second thing is the fees. If a person doesn't have the money to drop these things off at the dump, or they're feeling like they don't want to spend that money dropping these things off at the dump, it is going to seem like an easier option for people to just ditch it in the bush and make that poor choice. So I hope this doesn't rub anybody the wrong way. Like I said, I realize that these things are in place and it's a lot easier said than done. We can't just do free dump loads for everybody, because how would it run without getting large amounts of money from the government to completely fund it? But I just wanted to mention that, to show that I have a bit of understanding why this is here, but it shouldn't be happening, and I really wish it would cease to happen. Please spend the seconds it takes to share this video. Maybe by making it a bit more public, we'll be able to get some help for this area and gain some awareness, so even if a few more people take the high road and stop treating our earth like this, that would be for the better. Thanks for watching.
It'll be alright.